Good evening, everyone. If I'm audible, just write yes in comment. Audio, video, okay? Okay, fine. Sure. So today what we will do, we start our percentage. I take 2 classes like today and next is on Monday. And next week onward like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, weekly 4 classes we have. So now here for this percentage, first I take basic idea. Okay, and many students they say like they are not comfortable in calculation, and if this is percentage calculation they think something rocket science is there. I don't know, like here some student तो उनके दिमाग में percentage बैठता ही नहीं है, but it is very simple. Percentage is very easy actually. Okay, and my message to all of you, especially to category 1 student, see whatever effort I put here, if you have a block in your mind like mathematics is tough, okay, my message to category 1 students especially, so everything is about your willingness. So you just have confidence, you will learn CSAT, and I will try my best, and I have confidence that I can teach even the 6th standard student also, क्योंकि उसके दिमाग में डर नहीं होता. Okay, so here you have to remove that fear from your mind. If you are 0, that is fine, but the point is you are not 0, you have fear for mathematics, you are negative in that case. If it is positive, very good, but if as far as mathematics is concerned, if you are 0, I'm happy, I can teach you. But if you have fear for mathematics, that is really negative. And that is like whatever effort we together will put, that fear will not allow you to learn. Okay, so here online student, I'm here. After the class, there will be half an hour doubt discussion with you for offline student also. Okay. So whatever like here topic, if you feel, just give me 1 minute. Yes, offline for the time being is suspended, maybe for 1 week. I think from Monday or maybe next week they will resume the offline classes. So my message to all of you, any topic, any concept, if your mind is not allowing you to learn that, you discuss with me. We will work out any strategy for that. Because for me, difficulty of CSAT is not concern. For me, your fear is the concern for any topic, for any concept. If you have a fear, if you have a negativity in your mind, like you will not learn that, you discuss with me freely. We will work out on that. But here, so you remove that. If any one of you unnecessarily have a fear for percentage, you remove that. Remove that. Percentage is very simple. 6th standard student can also understand percentage because that student is not having any fear. Now here I start with this percentage. Starting 10 minutes, I give you some concept so that we can increase our calculation speed. Okay, and after that today I give you one wonderful table that is known as percentage fraction table. Okay, after that I will take 7-8 different questions, and believe me, all of you, even category 1 student also can handle those questions in 4 to 5 seconds, and these are favorite question of examiner in CSAT. So I start with a concept. Okay, so that you can increase your calculation speed. First concept here is vertical movement and horizontal movement. Vertical movement and horizontal movement. I tell you what are these vertical movement. School days 6th standard, we have learned about unitary method. For calculation, we have used unitary method. Easy, but that is time consuming. For some of the calculation, if we can save our time, we prefer vertical horizontal movement. I tell you what are these. Like for example, 11 pen cost rupees 17. If the cost price of 11 pen is rupees 17, then they ask what is the cost price of 33 pen. School days, we have used unitary method. We find cost price of 1 pen, which is 17 by 11. Then what is the cost price of 33 pen is 17 by 11 into 33. We have two-step calculation, which will take more time. Whereas we can handle this type of calculation in one step. How come? I tell you that. You put vertical arrow here and you put vertical arrow here. We have 4 value. So we put vertical arrow. Now we will see the vertical relationship between, and I ask you to mug up the table. Because if you have this table in your mind, you can easily work on the relationship. Like here, what is the vertical relationship between 11 and 33 is 3 multiple. 11 3s are 33. So this vertical movement says if on the left hand side the relationship is into 3, on the right hand side also it will be same. Agar hum left side mein we are multiplying by 3, on the right hand side also you directly multiply by 3. So 17 into 3 we get 51. We get 51. And I tell you one more thing, we have 3 different type of students. 3 category, not that category 1, category 2, category 3, as far as calculation is concerned. If any of your friend is very fast in calculation, you can see how they are doing calculation. I tell you, school days, we got one habit using notebook and pen. School se hame ek habit mili, notebook and pen. But I have seen student, like they do each and every calculation in notebook. When we do calculation in notebook, we are writing, we are slow. So this is one. There are some students, those who do calculation on their tips. Like 3 plus 2, 4, 5. 3 plus 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I cannot help you out. This is like primary or maybe like 6, 7 standard. Okay. But after that, you cannot do very basic calculation on your fingers. We cannot use this. Third type of students might be you have seen any of your friend is very fast in calculation, you will realize he or she is doing most of the calculation in their mind. They're not using paper. They are doing without pen paper, mental calculation. Because when we do calculation in mind, we are thinking. In thinking, we are fast as compared to writing. So this type of thing, no need to write. You know 11 3s are 33, 17 3s are 51, direct answer. See here, slowly and gradually, for at least small calculation, try to do in your mind. But my point is, don't do mistake. Fast ke chakkar mein, don't do mistake. If you need pen paper, take pen paper. But here, for at least small calculation, you can do this type of calculation in your mind so that we can save our time. So you will be fast. So fast karne ke liye aapko calculation you have to do in your mind. Let me take 3-4 example here. As far as this vertical movement is concerned. Now next is 9 pencil cost rupees 20. And if I ask you what is the cost price of 36 pencil, so we put vertical arrow here, we put vertical arrow here. Now the vertical relationship here between 9 and 36 is 4 multiple. Here also it is 4 multiple, 24 is 80. So this is into 4. See here, symbol will be same, number will be same. If it is on left hand side, it is multiply by 4. On right hand side also, you have to multiply by 4. No need for unitary method. Unitary method might be time consuming for this type of calculation. Yes, very good. You can write your answer in comment. Now next is 7 marker of this type cost rupees 25. Then what is the cost price of 35 marker of this type? So 35 marker will cost me what amount? 5 multiple? Yes. So this is multiply by 5. Here also it is multiply by 5, 125. So if any of the calculation you can do direct calculation, better you save your time. It is applicable for multiplication. Vertical movement is applicable for division also. Like division. 33 pen cost rupees 60. Cost price of 33 pen is 60. Then it is asked what is the cost price of 11 pen. So vertical arrow, it is divided by 3. Since this is divided by 3 on left hand side, on right hand side also symbol will be same, division and divided by 3. So 60 divided by 3 we get 20. So if vertical relationship is clear, we can skip unitary method, we can save our time, or we can directly do this calculation in our mind. 33 1/3 is 11, 60 1/3 is 20. Vertical. Is this clear, online student? $11 pen cost rupees 33. Then they ask what is the cost price of 15 pen. I have seen some student, what they do, they put vertical arrow here, they say +4, and here also +4. Don't do this. This vertical movement is not applicable for addition. It is applicable for multiplication and division, not for addition, subtraction. Now, second thing is, if we do analysis on our mind, here this is into 1 point something. Vertically, it is decimal multiplication. And decimal multiplication, we all are slow. Even category 3 student also, they avoid this. It is not our cup of tea, or like this is not peanut for us. Number calculation, we are fast as compared to fraction and decimal calculations. Decimal calculation, like we are very slow. So the point here is vertically relationship is not clear. So then what we will do, we try horizontal. Put horizontal arrow, put horizontal arrow. So what is the horizontal relationship between 11 and 33? It is 3 multiple. So it is horizontal movement, either vertically or horizontally. This is horizontal movement. We have 11 3s are 33, 15 3s are 45. We have. Let me take one more calculation. Like 9 pencil cost me rupees 36. What is the cost price of 25 pencil is asked? Simple. 936, 9 and 25 relationship is not clear, but 9 and 36 relationship is crystal clear. We can go horizontally into 4 into 4, 25 into 4, 100. So this is 4 multiple, here also 4 multiple, so it is 100. Seven marker cost rupees 35. Then what is the cost price of 30 marker? Simple, horizontal. 7 and 35 is 5 multiple. Here also it is 5 multiple. Sir, we will use horizontal movement when vertical relationship is not clear. Yes, Parul. We quickly see either vertically or horizontally. We can direct calculation, we can do direct calculation, that is okay. Otherwise, I will tell you next also. 30 into 5, 150. It is applicable for division also. 33 pen cost rupees 11. What is the cost price of 60 pen? So this is horizontally is 1/3. 33 divided by 3 give me 11. हाँ जी, ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट, कैटेगरी 1 स्टूडेंट, कैटेगरी 3 तो रिप्लाई कर रहे हैं मुझे पता है, बट माय कंसर्न इज कैटेगरी 1 केयर. तो वी डिवाइड बाय 3, सो हियर आंसर इज 20. साउंड प्रॉब्लम? नो, क्रिस्टल क्लियर है, बिल्कुल सही चल रहा है. साउंड, ऑडियो, वीडियो ओके. See here, either vertically. Yes, I will explain. Fiza, I will explain. 100 marker cost you, yeah, 100 toffee. कौन सी वाली बचपन में आपने खाई होगी, किस्मी, cost ₹50. ठीक है जी. 100 टॉफी का पैक 50 रुपए का, 50 रुपीज का आपने खरीदा. So here, what is the cost price of 34 kismi toffee? See it is divided by 2. Here also it is divided by 2. Fiza and other students also can reply. So it is half. Half of 34 is 70. No need for unitary method. सीधा तो समझ में आ रहा है. 100 का half 50, 34 का half 70. We get 17 here. So my point is, when this vertical horizontal relationship is clearly visible, why to waste time for unitary method? Directly we can do this type of calculation in mind. But if any question vertically or horizontally is not clear, then you can use unitary method. If vertically relationship is not clear, horizontally also relationship is not clear, then in that case unitary method is in your blood. Unitary method तो आपके blood के अंदर घुला हुआ है school days से. So that is the last resort. If directly we cannot calculate, we use unitary method, but not for each and every question. Simple question, direct calculation. बिल्कुल बताऊंगा जी आदित्य जी, किलोग्राम के बारे में भी बताऊंगा, ग्राम के बारे में भी बताऊंगा. Now next, second concept, concept number 2. Concept number 2 here. Some students, they say mathematics is this stuff and all. As compared to your GS, mathematics is nothing. In your GS, if I talk about only history, in history what you have? Modern history, you have ancient history, you have medieval history. Not only this, art and culture they have included. Not only this, world history, post-independence also. As compared to that, and you have geography, you have polity. Well, here in mathematics, we have only 4 things: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. And here I tell you, mathematics, this addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all these have addition as the base. Mathematics is having only addition as the base. जो भी चीज आई है वो addition से ही आई है. Like here, this 3 minus 3, it is subtraction, but actually it is addition. This is 3 plus minus 3. Actually we are adding 2 integers, one is positive, one is negative integer. It is addition of 3 and minus 3. Similarly, multiplication, and I tell you the reason behind this. इसको मैं connect करूंगा and your calculation speed will increase. Multiplication, 3 into 3. It is nothing, it is addition. This is actually 3 plus 3 plus 3. Both are exactly same. Exactly same. You take 3 common. 1 plus 1 plus 1. So it becomes 3. So it is 3 into 3. So 3 into 3 is nothing. That is 3 plus 3 plus 3. So what is the logic behind this? I tell you. For all of us, addition is easier as compared to subtraction. If I give you, or like it is in the same sequence, if you do analysis on your mind, human mind is very much comfortable in addition, चाहे वो इंडिया का हो, चाहे that is from America, that is from Bangladesh, चाहे वो युगांडा से ही हो. Any human mind here, we are comfortable in addition as compared to subtraction. Subtraction is easier as compared to multiplication. Multiplication is easier as compared to division. You prefer multiplication over division. You prefer subtraction over multiplication. We prefer addition over subtraction. So here our mind, and I tell you, our mind can add 50 items at a time. We can do. Or if I give you one question where you have to add 50 items, you will do that. But the moment I give you a question where we have to multiply 50 items, all of us will leave that question, including me, who will take pain for 2.5 marks. So here, this is very much comfortable in addition as compared to multiplication. So what we will do today, we will convert multiplication into addition because calculator is not allowed. So we will make this calculator. इसको ही हमने calculator बनाना है. So and we have to go according to mind. ऐसा नहीं कि you can train your mind in multiplication division. Your mind is comfortable in addition, so we will do multiplication in the form of addition, and that we can do. We can convert multiplication into addition. Yes, this is the concept number 2. And I tell you one method for this, and I call that method as sabji wala method. Vegetable vendor method. Sabji wala method. You can learn anything from anyone. You can learn calculation thing from these people. These people are really good in calculation. They are not educated, and some of them don't have calculator also, but their calculation really good. Like here, if I ask you 1150 into 15, we educated one, we immediately start multiplying this, or we ask for calculator. I give you 2 examples, or more than 2 examples, 2, 3, 4, so that you can understand this thing, so that you can increase your calculation speed. If any of your friend is very fast in calculation, हर ग्रुप में एक बंदा होता है जिसकी कैलकुलेशन काफी अच्छी होती है. You ask them what they have done, they will not tell you, but I tell you what actually process they have in their mind, and we will follow the same process and we will increase our calculation speed. See here, my question number 1. I have purchased 1 kg and 150 gram of vegetable at the rate of ₹15 per kg. मैंने 1 kg and 150 gram vegetable खरीदी 15 रुपए के हिसाब से, 15 rupees. And I asked that person like how much I have to pay. He is not having calculator, he is not educated, but his calculation is really wonderful. I tell you what he is doing actually. He will not multiply. He will break this value with respect to basic value. And by basic value, I mean multiple of 10, multiple of 100, multiple of 1000. And I tell you one fact, and this is really a fact. Even if you are category 1 student, we Indian are very fast in calculation as compared to the rest of the world. हमारी calculation इतनी अच्छी है, मतलब as compared to the rest of the world, we are really good. And this knowledge and this thing will make us superpower in future. And why we are not superpower actually? We are very lazy actually. Smart people, एक fact भी है, smart people more or less they are lazy, क्योंकि वो जुगाड़ के चक्कर में रहते हैं. But our mind, our calculation is really wonderful. Why? We invented this. Sunya. And you can see our measurement unit, and you can see the British people or English people measurement unit. 1 kilometer, 1000 meter. 1 kilogram, 1000 gram. Okay, we have taken multiple of 10. Our measurement unit are really wonderful. But whereas if you see their measurement unit, 1 foot 12 inch, my foot 1 pound, yard, mile. It is, first thing is difficult to remember. Second thing is very difficult to do calculation on that. Might be they want to sell their calculator. They cannot calculate without calculator, but we can calculate without calculator because of this 10 as a base. We have multiple of 10 here. So what this sabji wala is doing, and he doesn't know the importance of zero, but that is in our blood. वो हमारे blood में है. You can ask this person what they are doing. See here, he will break this like 1 kg. He know 1 kg cost me 50. He break this actually. If any of your friend is very fast in calculation, they are not doing multiplication. They break multiplication in addition, because we can add 3-4 items at a time and very fast. We can do that. In his mind, he keep 1 kg cost me 50. Next is 100 gram and 50 gram. Category 1 student, tell me, if 1 kg costs 15, then what is the price of 100 gram? 1/10, 1 rupee 50 paisa. If 1 kg price is 15 rupees, so 100 gram is 1 rupee 50 paisa. If 100 gram is 1 rupee 50 paisa, then what is the price of 50 gram? Half, 75 paisa. No need for multiplication. You add this 3 value in your mind and you get your answer. So here 2.25 plus 15 rupees. You add, for category 1 student, I go slow. 5, 2, okay. This is 2 rupees 25 paisa plus 15. It is 17 rupees 25 paisa. So here, this is 17 rupees 25 paisa. Without multiplication. So idea is how we can do calculation without multiplication. Parul, I will repeat. Let me take 4 questions. My next question is, next time, just to check, I have purchased 2 kg and 150 gram of vegetable at the rate of rupees 25. Okay. And if you want to improve your calculation, I suggest you one thing. You purchase vegetable, fruits and everything. Okay. Might be like other people managing for you, but once in a while you go there. But don't purchase 1 kg, 2 kg. Purchase 2 kg 150 gram. Purchase 3 kg 150 gram. Purchase 3 kg 300 gram. And you purchase from that vendor who is not having calculator. You go to Parchun wala. You go to Karyana wala and see how they are calculating without calculator. And try to ask them. कहते भैया 10 रुपए एक्स्ट्रा ले लो, बट कैलकुलेशन समझा के जाओ कैसे आपने कैलकुलेट किया. So here, this vegetable vendor will break this value as 2 kg plus 100 gram plus 50 gram. If 1 kg costs me 25, 2 kg costs me 50. 1 kg 25, so 100 gram is 2 rupee 50 paisa. 50 gram will be 1 rupee 25 paisa. So if you add this, this becomes 3 rupees 75 paisa plus 50, 53 rupees 75 paisa. Addition. And I will connect this my lecture also. मैं धीरे धीरे इस चीज को I will connect this thing with my lecture also, and you will realize the importance of this thing actually. Because this is, if you do analysis on your mind, our mind follow the same sequence. Our mind is not happy with multiplication. It is happy with addition. I take one more calculation for category 1 student. I purchase 1 kg and 850 gram of vegetable at the rate of rupees 15. Just to check कि वो करता क्या. Now he will not take 1 kg as a base. He know 2 kg is better. So he will take 2 kg as a base now. 1 kg costs 15. So 2 kg costs 30 rupees. 30 rupees. Then out of that he subtract the price of 100 gram and 50 gram. 100 gram costs 1 rupee 50 paisa. 50 gram costs 75 paisa. So here 1 rupee 50 paisa and 75 paisa, it becomes 2 rupee 25 paisa. And we have to subtract this out of 30. So it becomes 27 rupees 75 paisa. Kajal, if 1 kg 15, अगर 1 kg का price 15 rupees है, तो 100 gram will be 1/10. So 1/10 of 15 is 1 rupee 50 paisa. If 100 gram is 1 rupee 50 paisa, 50 gram will be half of this. Half इसका क्या होगा? 75 पैसा. Now, what is the reason behind this? Sometimes I have seen student, if I ask percentage calculation, they think what, I don't know, like what rocket science I asked, 21%. See here, if we have to calculate 19% of something, 21% of something, 31% of something, 41% of something, if I have to calculate 21% of something, don't multiply. You break, it is 20% plus 1%. Because we can easily calculate 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50, 60, 70, 80. It is difficult to calculate 21%. It is easy to calculate 20 and 1% and add. Like here, 11% of 760. Category 1 student. Category 3, so they are able to calculate. But category 1 student, don't multiply. We take 11% as 10% plus 1%. 10% of this value is 76. 1% is 7.6. So it becomes 83.6. Break and add. Now you people do one calculation for me. 11% of 980. %10 is 98, 1% is 9.8. So this is 107.8. 107.8. Very good. Very good. If I ask you what is 21% of 440, you can take 10 plus 10 plus 1 or 20% plus 1%. This is 20%, 10%, 44, 20%, 88. 1% is 4.4, so it is 92.4. Calculate 19% of 760. You take 20 minus 1, that will be better. 19% of 760. 19% I asked Dilraz. Jisan, okay, fine. Abhishek. 20%, 10%, 76, 20% will be double, 152. 1%, 7.6. So this is 144.4. In my profit and loss class, partnership class, data interpretation, I will keep on telling you, see in question, I will do fast calculation. Then I will tell you how I have done this calculation fast. Okay. See, my calculation like from 10th standard itself is really good. Then I realized what I'm doing actually. Then I found I'm following this thing. I break and add rather than multiplication. And I ask other friends also, those are really good in calculation. I asked them whether you have done multiplication. No, they also told the same thing, break and add. Only this thing our mind follow. Addition, our mind is really good. Now next thing, third thing. I ask you 3 calculation and you write in your notebook. After 5-6 minutes, all of us, even category 0 student also, we will handle this type of calculation in 2 seconds. 12.5% of 816. 11.11% of 918. 09.09% of 1100. You write these 3 calculation in your notebook. We will see this calculation after 10 minutes because now I'm going to give you a wonderful table which is known as percentage fraction table. Uska naam hai percentage fraction table. Okay, 12.5% of this, 11.11% of 918, 09.09% of 1100. You put heading percentage fraction table. See here we have three things: percentage, fraction, decimal. Percentage, fraction, decimal. We can convert this percentage in fraction. We can convert fraction in percentage. We can convert fraction in decimal. We can convert decimal in fraction. We can convert decimal in percentage, percentage into decimal. And this conversion will increase your calculation speed. Right now, if you are taking 2 minutes, then you will take 1 minute. If you are taking 30 seconds, then you will take 15 seconds. सरदा, I will repeat question. कोई दिक्कत नहीं, आप इस पे कंसंट्रेट करो. कोई चीज मिस हो जाए, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. Percentage, fraction, decimal. Now here there is one term called reciprocal. Might be they use this term in any of the question. If it is n, reciprocal of n is 1 by n. 2. Reciprocal of 2 is 1 by 2. Reciprocal of 3 is 1 by 3. Reciprocal of 4 is 1 by 4. Yes. See here, online student, I tell you, you have total 3 time access, 3 time, view time is 3 time. 1 you can see live, 2 you can see recorded. If you miss the live, 3 time recording. 3 times. If it is 2-hour lecture, 6 hour is the view time. 3. What is the reciprocal of 3? 1 by 3. There is one term called multiple of reciprocal also. Like reciprocal of 4 is 1 by 4. Next multiple of this is 2 by 4, 3 by 4. These are multiple. Like 1 by 5. Multiple of this reciprocal is 2 by 5, 3 by 5, and so on. 1 by 6 is reciprocal of 6. 2 by 6, 3 by 6, 4 by 6. These are multiple. 2 by 5 is 2 multiple of this. 3 by 5 is 3 multiple of this. So this is reciprocal term we have. Now, let me take 5-6 minutes. Once you will understand the concept, then I give you a table, and then your calculation will be really wonderful. Chalo. Now, what is this? Anji? Circle? Anji. काफी को पता है. This is cake. या तो मेरा लेक्चर सुना होगा या लेक्चर अटेंड किया होगा. अजीब सा केक है, ठीक है चलेगा. दिस इज वन केक एंड वी हैव वन मिस्टर सू. ही इज अलोन. अच्छा, एक चीज भूल गया मैं परसेंटेज की. बिफोर आई टेक दिस आई टेल यू बेसिक कंसेप्ट ऑफ परसेंटेज. इवन टुडेज हैंड आउट फर्स्ट पेज वी हैव गिवन द कंसेप्ट फ्रॉम एनसीईआरटी. परसेंटेज. Percentage word is derived from a Latin word percentum, meaning by 100th part. This percentage symbol means 1 upon 100. This percentage symbol का ही मतलब 1 upon 100 है. And this percentage is very simple because school days all of us got marks in percentage. Now there is a grading system, but more or less like school days all of you might have got marks in percentage. If any one of you got 70% marks, so it is 70 marks out of 100. See, what is this? Number of part out of 100 part is known as that much percentage. 70 part out of 100 part is 70%. 70 marks out of 100 marks is 70%. Like for example, any one of you got 95 marks out of 100 marks, it means it is 95%. In my case, I got 35 marks out of 100, so it is 35%. How teacher has given? With red pen, written remark, work hard. So 35 marks out of 100 is 35%. 60 part out of 100 is 60%. 90 part out of 100 is 90%. Okay, so that is the idea. Simple. Latin word है ये percentum, वहां से percentage आया है, and this percentage symbol is 1 upon 100. उसका मतलब ही 1 upon 100 आता है. wherever you find this percentage symbol, मान लो मैं बोल दूं 55%. So mathematically this means 1 upon 100. So it is 55 into 1 upon 100. No one can stop you to write this. So it is 55 upon 100. I repeat, Nikhil, if you got, Nikhil, have you ever got 90% marks in any of the subject? Have you got 90 marks out of 100? So that is 90%. 90 part out of 100 is 90%. 30 part out of 100 is 30%. 40 part out of 100 is 40%. Is this okay? Now I come to the topic. This is one cake and there is one person, Mr. Su. He is alone. He will eat this cake alone. Complete cake. Then what we will say? He has eaten complete cake. Or you will say he has eaten one cake. Or any one of you will say he has eaten 100% of the cake. So here 100% is 1 or 1 is 100%. 1 is equal to 100%, 100% is equal to 1. Or wait. Anji, I will repeat, just concentrate here. Give me 10 minutes. I will repeat all the thing, Alisa. पहले ये focus कर लो, नहीं तो ये miss हो जाएगा. Here, this is complete cake, one cake, and this is 100% cake. Or school days, if any one of you got 100% marks, how teacher has eaten 100 out of 100. And if you simplify, it is nothing 1 by 1. 1 can be written as 1 by 1. So 100% is 1, 1 is 100%. Or wait, this Mr. Su got engaged with Mrs. Su. ठीक है जी, उनकी शादी हो गई है. So these are two person, Su, Su. मिलके केक खाएंगे वो, Su, Su. So what they will do? They will make two equal part of this cake. भैया प्यार अपनी जगह, केक अपनी जगह. No compromise on the cake. Half for Mr., half for Mrs. Or in terms of percentage, 50% for Mr., 50% for Mrs. So here, this half is 50% or 50% is half. या तो half बोल लो या 50% बोल लो, both are same. Or if you got 50% marks out of 100, this is 1 by 2. Half, 50%. Now next is after marriage. What is the next activity? Family without planning. They got Chunnu. Abhi Chunnu आएगा, मुन्नू बाद में आएगा. They got one kid. Su, Mr., Mrs. and one Chunnu. So they will make 3 equal part of this cake. 3 equal part of this cake. 1/3 for Mr., 1/3 for Mrs. and 1/3 for Chunnu. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Now you tell me 100% divided by 3. What is that percentage? 100% को अगर 3 से divide करेंगे क्या आएगा? 33.33%. 33.33%. Yes, very good. All of you know this. Because this is the magical value. How we can forget this? एक अलग ही नाता है. School days, remember that memory. 33.33%. Even in CSAT also. Passing marks 1/3. 33.33. कैसे? कईयों का मतलब ख्वाब होता था 33.33 आ जाए बस. So it is 33.33. Otherwise, it would have taken my 1 minute to explain how come 100% divided by 3 is 33.33%. So this 1/3 is 33.33% or 33.33% is 1/3, or you can say 33.33 out of 100, which is 1 by 3. Next. अब चुन्नू की प्रॉपर्टी डिवाइड होने वाली है, मुन्नू आने वाला है. Husband, wife, चुन्नू, मुन्नू. So now here we have 4 person here. So we make 4 equal part of this cake. 1/4 for Mr., 1/4 for Mrs. This is Chunnu, this is Munnu. 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. Now you tell me this 100% divided by 4. What percent we have? Very good, Abhishek. 100% divided by 4, we get 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%. So this 1 by 4 is equal to 25%. Now what is 1 by 4? Quarter. Quarter is quarter. Here also. Those who have good hold on quarter, they are very good in calculation. Winter we chal rahi hai, have good hold on that. Calculation bindas. Quarter half full. This is quarter, this is half, this is full, same. Quarter is 25%, half is 50%, full is full, 100%. And Hindi name are very interesting. Paua, Adda, and Khamba. Khamba dekho. And I tell you, चलो एक चीज मैं ज्योग्राफी से रिलेटेड भी बता देता हूँ, related to geography mapping. We have quarter is 25%, and there is one more word, quarter, like that is for government quarter, might be you have heard, place, for a place. In Saudi Arabia, you can find in your atlas, there is a place called Rubal Khali. Rubal Khali. It is desert area. What is the meaning of this? This is in local language Rubal Khali, but here in English it is empty quarter. Empty quarter. Quarter वो वाला empty नहीं. This space is empty. For space. कोई नहीं है वहां पे. इतना घना desert. There is no one here. So that's why this is empty area, empty space, and that's why it is called Rubal Khali. So this is 1 by 4 is 25%. Now what is the beauty of this actually? If you have to calculate 25% of any value, 25% of 440, either you multiply this value with 25. Multiplying with 25 is more time consuming. If you know 25% is 1 by 4, half means into 440, you get direct 110. This is the beauty of this percentage fraction table. और अभी तो आपको मतलब सिर्फ ट्रेलर है ये. We will see the complete table. So the point is, can I say 25% is 1 by 4? 1 by 4 is 25%. If it is given 25%, anytime you can calculate 1 by 4 of that. Similarly, 33.33%, you can take 1 by 3. 50%, you take half. Rather than multiplying with 50, you divide by 2. You get your answer. I take one more calculation. Now here, we will make 5 equal part of this cake. So this is 1 by 5, 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 100% divided by 5 is 20%. So here 1 by 5 is 20% or 20% is 1 by 5. Is this okay? When I say 25%, I will take 1 by 4. Any resistance? No? So we can convert percentage in fraction. I give you a table in sequence. You have to write this and try to remember in the class if you can, because you have to remember this at any cost. And I will go in sequence. I start with 1 by 1. It is 100%. You can write it as 1.00 also. Next multiple of it is 2 by 1. So what is next multiple of 100% is 200%. You can write it as 2.00. 3 by 1 is 300%. 3.00. Today I will use this table. Next class also I will use this table. Profit and loss, data interpretation class, previous year questions in test series. Wonderful table. And not only for exam point of view, in journal life also. See, when I learn this table, my calculation further increase. But this table is really like wonderful. Next is 1 by 2, which is 50%, 0.50. Next multiple of 1 by 2 is 2 by 2, which is 100%, 1.00. Next multiple is 3 by 2. So that is 150%, 1.50. Here 1 by 3, 33.33%. In decimal 0.33. 2 by 3, 66.66%, 0.66. Next is 3 by 3, 100%, 1.00. If you have to calculate 66.66% of any value, you take 2 by 3 of that value, 2/3 of that value. 1 by 1, 100%, 1 by 2, 50%, 1 by 3, 33.33%. Online student, you write this. Okay. Agar if you are slow in writing, you can take screenshot, but you have to remember it at any cost. Next is 1 by 4, which is 25%, 0.25. 2 by 4, 50%, 0.50. 3 by 4, 75%, 0.75. 4 by 4, 100%, that is 1.00. One by 4, 25%, 2 by 4, 50%, 3 by 4, 75%, 4 by 4, 100%. 25, 50, 75, 100. Here 1 by 5, 20%, 0.20. 2 by 5, 40%, 0.40. 3 by 5, 60%, 0.60. 4 by 5, 80%. 5 by 5, 100%. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Multiple. 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, 5 by 5. Next, is this okay? Take screenshot if you want. 1 by 6. (16.66%) or in decimal 1.66. See if you can remember percentage fraction, that also okay. Decimal you can ignore. And here I give you that much table which is required for CSAT. CAT we remember big table, but CSAT I give you this table, and then student keep on asking me after 1 month also, sir kitni table रटनी है? भैया जितनी class में बताऊं उतनी रटनी है. The value I'm giving you in class, you have to cram it, you have to mug up it, you have to remember it. Next is 2 by 6. It is like 1/3, so it is 33.33%. 2 by 6 is 33.33%. 3 by 6, 50%, half to 50%. 4 by 6, 66.66%. 5 by 6, 83.33%. 6 by 6, 100%. 16.66, 33.33, 50, 66.66, 83.33, 100. Next 1 by 7. 14.28%. No, decimal you can skip IUC. If you can remember percentage fraction, okay. आप इतना याद कर लो, more than enough है. 2 by 7, 28.56%. 3 by 7, 42.85%. 42.85%. 4 by 7, 57.14%. 5 by 7, 6 by 7, 7 by 7. 5 by 7 is 71.42%. 6 by 7 is approximately 85.70%, and 7 by 7 is 100%. And in this case, 1 by 7, if you can remember first three value, that is important. If you can remember all this, okay, but पहली तीन तो करनी करनी है. 1 by 7, 14.28%, 2 by 7, 28.56%, 3 by 7 is 42.85%. I tell the beauty of this. लिख लिया? Have you done online, student? हाँ, 0.142857 last class में बताया था. Very good. Like if someone asks you, examiner asks you, बाकी किस कीमत 14.28% of 707 is asked. Some students, they think their calculation is asked. We don't need calculator. We don't need any person like in multiplication. No, the concept. Examiner just want to check you know the concept of fraction percentage table or not. If you know this value is 1 by 7, perfect. 1 by 7 into 707, so it is 101. Yes, you can do that. Yes, Abhishek, that is the creativity of your mind that is allowed for everything. For every chapter, you keep your mind open. Creativity is required. Next important value is 1 by 8. Here it is 12.5%. 2 by 8, 25%. 3 by 8, 37.5%. 4 by 8, 50%. 12.5, 25, 37.5, 50. 5 by 8, 62.5%. 6 by 8, 75%. 7 by 8, 87.5%. 8 by 8, 100%. Like if someone asks you what is 37.5% of 800, I don't want to check your multiplication. I just want to check you know this value 3 by 8 or not into 800. So this is 100 into 3. 300 is the not 100, 300 because it is 37.5%. So 3 by 8. Abhishek, 3 by 8 or 100 into 3. 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8. These are multiple of 12.5. 12.5, 25, 37.5, 50, 62.5, 75, 87.5, 100%. Next is, I take these two values 1 by 9 and 1 by 11. Easy to remember because these two are opposite to each other. ये एक दूसरे के opposite है. How come? See, when denominator is 9, percentage is multiple of 11. 1 by 9 is 11.11%. Ulta hai. When it is 11, so 1 by 11 is 09.09%. I repeat, 1 by 9 is 11.11%, whereas 1 by 11 is 09.09%. So 1 by 9, 11.11%. Next is 2 by 9. It will be 2 multiple of 11. So it is 22.22%. 3 by 9, it will be 3 multiple of 11, 33.33%. 4 by 9, it is 4 multiple of 11, it is 44.44%. So denominator 9, percentage multiple of 11, 2 multiple, 3 multiple, 4 multiple. Now you tell me what is 5 by 9. 11 5s are 55.55%. What is 6 by 9? 11 6 are 66.66%. What is 7 by 9? 11 7s are 77.77%. Similarly, 8 by 9, 88.88%. Okay. Now 1 by 11, 09.09%. Next is 2 by 11 will be 2 multiple of 9. It is 18.18%. 3 by 11 is 3 multiple of 9. It is 27.27%. Next is 4 by 11. It is 4 multiple of 9, 36.36%. 5 by 11 is 5 multiple of 9, 45.45%. You tell me what is 6 by 11. 9 6 are 54.54%. What is 7 by 11? 63.66%. What is 8 by 11? 72.72%. And so in between, I left one value. 1 by 9, 1 by 11, I left 1 by 10. बीच में एक वैल्यू छूट गई है 1 by 10. So we take 1 by 10. And I tell you in my table, the easiest value is 1 by 10. It is 10%. 2 by 10, 20%. 3 by 10, 30%. And so on. In my class, student, they remember very first value this 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, and so on. Even school days also, when teacher told you about table, the very first table, all of us remember table of 2, because there is a pressure from teacher side. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. After that, next comfort table to us is table of 5. And the moment we go table of 10, मैथ से प्यार ही हो गया 10 20 30. वैसे ही लोगों ने बोला मैथ डिफिकल्ट है, इतना इजी तो है 10 20 30 40. But the next day when teacher told us the table of 18 19 17, भरोसा ही टूट गया. मतलब ऐसा कौन करता है मतलब. तो 10 की तो सबसे सिंपल है, टेबल भी इतनी इजी है बिल्कुल 10 20 30 40. चलो, दिस इज द आइडिया. Might be you're thinking कितनी बड़ी टेबल है, how long this table is. 1 by 1 to 1 by 11, you have to remember reciprocal as well as this multiple. Okay, you have to remember 1 by 9, 2 by 9, 3 by 9. You have to remember all these values. But after 1 by 11, you remember only first value. I give you one more slide after this. You have to remember all these values. I will tell you how you can remember. सिग्मा रूल है मेरे पास सीधा, मतलब 1 मिनट में याद हो जाएगी टेबल. ठीक है जी. Now next, after this 1 by 11, can I change the slide? अच्छा, 1 by 9, 1 by 11 तो हो गया. Next is you write 1 by 12, 1 by 13, 1 by 14, 1 by 15, 1 by 16, 1 by 17, 1 by 18, 1 by 19, 1 by 20, 1 by 21, 1 by 25, and only first value 5. यहाँ पे सिर्फ पहली वैल्यू रट लो, आपका काम हो जाएगा. 1 by 12, 1 by 13, 1 by 14, 1 by 15, 1 by 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25. 1 by 12 is 8.33%. 1 by 13 is 7.7%. 1 by 14 is 7.14%. 1 by 15, 6.66%. or if anyone says 6.67, both are same, कुछ कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा. 6.66 लो या 6.67, approximate value we take, but actually it is 6.666666%. But we take only 2 digit after decimal. Next, 1 by 16, 6.25%. 1 by 17 is 5.88%. 1 by 18 is 5.5%. Yes, very much possible. बिल्कुल. सिग्मा रूल बताऊंगा, अभी रुक जाओ, टेबल तो बताने. 1 by 19, 1 by 20, 1 by 21. We remember this in group. Like 1 by 20 is 5%. It is more than 5. It is less than 5. So approximately 1 by 19 is 5.25%. And this is 4.75%. 5 se bada, 5 se chota. 1 by 19 is approximately 5.25%. 1 by 25%. 1 by 21, 4.75%. And 1 by 25 is 4%. I tell you, sigma rule, how you can remember this table. Okay, ji, how you can remember this table. If I can remember this table for few amount, भाई मैं कुछ पैसे कमाने के लिए टेबल रट सकता हूं, तो आप आईएएस बनने के लिए क्यों नहीं रट सकते? टेल मी दिस, बताओ. और आपको बता दूं, ऑल ऑफ यू, आई टेल यू, इफ एनी वन offer you 5 crore and IS, pick IS. Even 50 crore also for that reason. ठीक है जी. अब मुझे बता दो, any one of you tell me the reason. अगर नहीं कर सकते, बैग बांधो, वापिस बैंक पीओ की तैयारी करो. वहां पे भी रटना पड़ेगा. बैंक पीओ कौन सा छोड़ देगा? वहां पे भी तो ये टेबल आएगी, उससे ज्यादा रटना पड़ेगा. बैंक पीओ. Anji, so here I tell you what you do. You write this table on A4 size paper and you paste this table near to your study table, near to your bed. Daily have a look on this table for once, twice. Within 3-4 days you will able to remember. Or you paste this table at that place where you spend more time. कोई बोलता है जी मैं बाथरूम में ज्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करता हूँ, वहां चिपका दो. कोई कहता है मैं बालकनी में ज्यादा टाइम रहता हूँ, तो you paste this in balcony. And the washroom of like UPSC aspirant, there we have the poster of Constitution of India. तो वो हमारे posters है वहां पे. तो one more, 2-3 दिन के लिए इसको भी जगह दे दो. Or if you have any poster of any celebrity over there, Sunny Leone or maybe Varun Dhawan, और जो भी आपका famous हो, उसके पास में इसको भी थोड़ी सी जगह दे दो. Table will give you marks. Now I ask you 3 calculation in starting of this table. Today you have table with you, so you refer this table. Okay, next class onward, दिए आज का homework है आपका. This is your today's homework. You have to remember mug up this table. You have to do that. No other way. You have to remember this. Either you remember today, within a week, within a month, before the prelims, before the exam, or after the exam. वो आपने choice करनी है. आपको किस साल के लिए table याद करना है. You have to remember it. I have taken 3 calculation. 12.5% of 816 11.11% of 918, 09.09% of 1100. Okay. So this is 12.5% is 1 by 8 into 816. So this is 102. So here I don't want your calculation. नहीं, सबके लिए 102 क्यों होगा? This is 1 by 9 into 918. So this is 102. This is 1 by 11 into 1100. Third one is 100. It is 102, 102, 100. Now here today's handout has been uploaded. तो आज का handout आपका upload है. So today's handout starting 3-4 pages is the basic idea from NCERT. Those who have missed this percentage during school days, जो आपने अपनी मोहब्बत छोड़ दी थी percentage की, so you can complete that if you want. Sure. Okay. So here this handout ऐसे दिखा देता हूँ आपको, has been uploaded on your portal. So page 1, 2, 3 and page 4. These are very basic thing from NCERT. You read this if you want, otherwise you can skip. Next is page number 5, page number 6, page number 7, page number 5, page number 6 and page number 7. We have calculation based on this table. But believe me, here we have a calculation like 37.5% of 860. Believe me, no one is going to give you 2.5 marks for this calculation. But in our question, there will be 6-7 calculation of this type, especially data interpretation question. Or we have to do this type of calculation in our question, and that will help you out. So you practice this so that you can remember the table. If you practice all this question, it will help you to remember the question, remember the table. तो टेबल याद करने में आपको हेल्प करेंगे. Now I ask you few value which are more than 100%, 133.33%, 112.5%, 111.11%. Just I will take 2 more minutes, then I will start type 1 of percentage. You try to convert this in fraction. 133.33%, 112.5%, 111.11%. तब तक मैं हैंडआउट डाउनलोड कर लेता हूं. Yes, for sure. See what we have done for offline student. We created separate column like offline, and that is in your dashboard. And even we have to do that maybe because of any, like this time because of pollution. Okay, we give you online access. That is our commitment. If we are not running offline class, so we have to give online access. And even there are 35 tests, and we told you we will give you video explanation of this 35 test. So that will be available there only for offline student. For offline student ke liye bhi, online student ke liye. And this handout we have uploaded there also for offline students. Okay. And even I asked to upload all the handout in that offline dashboard as well. In case you miss any handout in the classroom, so you can download from there. तो वो भी कर लेंगे. हाँ जी, 133.3313 ये क्या कर दिया आपने? It is 133.33% actually. 112.5%. 111.11%. See this one, 133.33%. Can we say this is 100% plus 33.33%? I have taken value of 33.33%. I have not taken value more than 100%, but we can manage. 100% is 1 by 1, 33.33% is 1 by 3. School days we have solved this. Take line, we take LCM. This is 3 plus 1. So it is 4 by 3. Either you directly know 133.33% is 4 by 3. 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3, 4 by 3. Or you can do this calculation. 100% plus 33.33%. Now you try this. 112.5%. We write it 100% plus 12.5%. Sarji, this is 1 by 1. This is 1 by 8. So what is 1 by 1 plus 1 by 8? This is 8. 8 plus 1. We have 9 by 8. This is 111.11%. You write it as 100% plus 11.11%. This is 1 by 1 plus 1 by 9. So this is 9 plus 1, 10 by 9. एक और पूछ लेता हूं. Then I take my question from the handout. 93.75%. Take your time. Just convert this in fraction. 93.75%. Convert this in fraction. This is 100% minus 6.25%. So you can take 100 plus something, 100 minus something. This is 1 by 1 minus 1 by 16, 16, 16 minus 1. So it is 15 by 16. Yes. Okay, good. Now next is type 1 question. And let me clear you one thing. My style of teaching, because it is very important that I have to understand you and you have to understand me. It's not only about lecture, it's about understanding also. If we have very good understanding, I can teach you CAT level thing also. If we don't have good understanding, if I teach you 6 standards things also, then also there will be confusion. So एक understanding होना जरूरी है. So here in type 1, I take 7-8 different questions. And all these are favorite question of examiner, 7-8. See here, either I can give you 7-8 different formulas for all these questions, or single concept. I give you only single concept and that is applicable for all these questions. And we can easily handle that is in 5 seconds. Yes, that is better. UPSC का दिमाग वही होता है. Even like what we want, less number of formulas and conceptual clarity. Yes, we like that. There is one book name here, Quicker Math. Author name M. Tyra. I'm not recommending it. लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. मैं recommend नहीं कर रहा हूँ आपको. But I'm telling you one thing. This book is really wonderful for banking SSC exam or maybe other exam, not for CSAT. But yes, really good book. But for me, there is one problem in this book. See here, this author has covered variety of question. Wonderful thing. But for each different question, he has given different formula. See, there are around 30 chapters. First chapter, there are nearly 30 formulas. Second chapter also, there are nearly 30 formulas. Third chapter also, there are nearly 30 formulas. So in this 30 chapter, we have nearly 900 formulas. The very moment we start remembering these 900 formulas, rather than quicker math, it becomes cooker math. CT bach jani hai dimag. And if we have more formulas in mind, there is more confusion in exam. Which formula to use? So we prefer less number of formulas, and if a concept can help you for 7-8 different type of question, that is anytime better. So here I don't prefer 7-8 different formulas. So here we prefer concept, less number of formulas. Even CSAT approach also, with the basic formula also, we can solve each and every question of CSAT. Now here I tell you what are this type 1 question. Might be you have seen in any exam, banking, SSC, or maybe other exam, there is one type of question, or you can come in your handout, page number 8. Here, have you seen this type of question? If the length of a rectangle is increased by 50%, by what percentage breadth will be reduced so that overall area remains same? Like page number 8, if the length of a rectangle is increased by 50%, by what percentage breadth should be decreased so that its overall area does not change? Or might be like here, petrol price increased by 25%. By what percentage we have to reduce the consumption so that overall budget remains same? Sugar price increased by 20%. By what percentage we have to reduce the consumption of sugar so that overall budget remains same? So this type of questions we have. Okay, like next question. The price of wheat rises by 33.33%. By what percentage a person can decrease the consumption of wheat so that his overall budget does not change? So now here, this is my type 1. Let me clear the concept first. After that, like once you have conceptual clarity, if examiner will change the language, you will able to handle. And my request to you, what my experience is, I teach something, then students say, sir, your handout we are able to manage, but if you change the language of question, we are not able to manage. So don't cram the thing, understand. Cramming wali cheez I will tell you. 2 to 20 table you have to cram. Today's percentage fraction table you have to cram. But this concept you have to understand. You have to understand. So type 1 question. Wait. Like here, type 1 question, like we have 2-dimension figure. Where we can use type 1, 7-8 different type of question, like either it is a 2-dimension figure like rectangle. In rectangle, length into breadth is equal to area. Examiner will say length increased by 50%. By what percentage breadth will be reduced so that overall area remains same? एक dimension बढ़ी, दूसरी dimension घटानी है so that product remains same. Next is square. In square, this is first dimension into second dimension give area. Side into side means 2 dimension. Square is a 2-dimension figure. So examiner will say 1 dimension increased by 20%. What is the effect on the second dimension? So that area remains same. So in type 1 concept is basic thing is product value has to be same. So it remains same. Not only this, I repeat, rectangle length increase, breadth decrease, area same. Here first dimension increase, what is the effect on second dimension? So area, overall area remains same. It can be product of 2 things. Like price into consumption is equal to budget. Price of petrol increased by 50%. So what will the effect on the consumption so that overall budget remains same? तो ये सेम रहना चाहिए, बजट सेम. Price into consumption budget. There also we can apply time. Even not only this, we have one chapter time speed distance that we will do later. बाद में करने वाले हैं time speed distance में. But there is one formula in time speed distance: speed into time. I think now it is fine. For me also video got stuck for 5 seconds. Now it's okay. It's okay. वीडियो रुक गई थी बीच में, अब चल रही है. Now fine. For me also that was the case. तो इतना मतलब हमारी तरफ से इशू था. देखो, if there will be any issue I can make it out because I have separate laptop where I have login as a student. हाँ बताता हूँ, साक्षी बताता हूँ. I have login as a student. So if there will be like video will stuck, तो I will come to know. ठीक है, वो मुझे पता चल जाए. Time speed distance is a topic where we have a formula: speed into time is equal to distance. Speed into time is equal to distance. I repeat this. If examiner will say speed of an athlete is reduced by 20%, अगर किसी athlete ने अपनी speed कम कर ली, तो to cover the same distance he will take more time, and that more time we have to find. If speed decrease, what is the effect on the time? So that distance remains same. Product value has to be same. I1 का ये base है, it has to be same. Next, there is one more chapter I will take later on: time and work. These many men working for these many days will do this work, W. Time and work में this is the equation: M into D is equal to W. If examiner say number of men increase by 25%, what will the effect on days? So that they will do the same work same. So here also product value remains same. So rectangle, length into breadth is equal to area same. Square, first dimension into second dimension, area same. Product of two things, price into consumption, budget same. It can be time speed distance, speed into time distance same, man into days, work same. Then we have to see the relationship here in man and days with our shortcut that I will tell you. But first I tell you the coverage. And not only this, two-dimension figure, product of two things. Not only this, even we can apply Taiwan where we have two effect on same thing. We have two effect on same thing. I tell you how. For example, my salary is 100 rupees. One day my boss is happy with my work and increase my salary by 50%. Increase my salary by 50%. So it is first effect. My salary become 150. We have signed the agreement. I have given party to friends and all. But next day he changed his mind. He wants my salary has to be same as this 100. No change. So इसका मतलब वो चाह रहा है कि मेरी salary 100 ही हो. So now what he will do? He will decrease my salary by certain percentage. So there is an increase and decrease. Overall value same. 100 से 100. So there are two effects. One increase, one decrease. Similarly, for example, before this BJP government, petrol price 50 rupees. For example. And during this regime, petrol price increased by 100%. For example, it become 100, double 100. And there is a hue and cry by invisible opposition, जो दिखता ही नहीं, or by आम आदमी पार्टी, वही दिखता है सिर्फ, or by maybe other persons. ठीक है? So government has to take, or maybe by farmers. Then government has to take it back. So here they have to take it back. They have to reduce petrol price so that, or maybe there is UP election. उसकी वजह से थोड़ा बहुत तो कम हुआ. So here petrol price has to be 50. Starting में भी 50, अब भी 50, but there are two effect in between. क्या क्या effect हुआ? One increase, one decrease. Here also that type 1 is applicable. Type 1 is applicable in two-dimension figure, product of two things, time, speed, distance, that particular thing where distance constant, time and work where work constant, and where we have two effect on same thing. Now, one thing I tell you, like here, if they will say petrol price increase by 100% or one dimension increase by 100%, one of the answer option, then they will ask what is the effect on the second dimension or second thing, second effect. One of the answer option is given 100% decrease. Some students, they think logically by 100% increase compensated by 100% decrease, and they mark this answer and they say what a easy question asked by UPSC. ठीक है जी, फोड़ दिया मैंने, बाद में पता चला खुद फूट गए, 2.5 marks भी गए, negative marking भी मिले. See here, same percentage will not be the answer. How come? Like if petrol price is 50 rupees before this government, current government, and there is an increase of 100% in the petrol price, 100% of 50 is 50. Now the petrol price become 100 rupees. If you think 100% increase compensated by 100% decrease, if in morning any of the minister will announce, bhai kar lo maze, 100% decrease in the petrol price. If 100% decrease in the petrol price, what will the new petrol price? 0. And who will compensate this loss? So 100% increase never compensated by 100% decrease. Then what is the answer? For that I give you one wonderful concept. अभी तो मैंने सिर्फ कवरेज बताई है कि टाइप 1 कहाँ यूज हो सकती है. Now I tell you concept. Then we will solve question in our handout, and that, believe me, in 2-3 seconds, not more than that. In number system, we have one wonderful concept called LCM. I use word wonderful for this type of concept. Why? Because this concept is applicable in number system and other topic also. Time and work, surds and indices. मतलब इतना wonderful concept है, इसकी application काफी जगह है. Very good. As compared to LCM and HCF, LCM is wonderful. HCF is also okay, but LCM तो बेहतरीन है. That's why my personal suggestion to you, especially category 1 student, don't cram LCM. Because what will happen, देखो होता क्या है, if you will cram LCM for number system question, for LCM particular question, you will able to manage, क्योंकि वो आप रट चुके हो. But since you have not understood LCM, you cannot see the coverage of LCM actually. Other topic you will not able to use LCM because you have crammed there. आपने वो question में रटा है. You have not understood the concept. But if you understand the concept, then you are the king of LCM. Then you can use LCM in time and work also. You can use LCM in surds and indices and other topic also. Similarly, in percentage, we have one wonderful concept that will help you in percentage, that will help you in profit and loss, even data interpretation questions also. And I call this concept as PCG. A concept है PCG. This PCG stand for percentage change graphic. Percentage change graphic. It is not ECG, it is PCG. Percentage में change का graph. Simple language में. We will see the graph in term of percentage change. Give me 10 minutes. ठीक है, मुझे 10 मिनट जरूर दो आप, so that I can make you comfortable in this PCG. Please go little bit faster, sir. Okay. आपने कमेंट तो लिख दिया, अब 10 लोग लिखेंगे नो नो सर, नो नो, यू आर ऑलरेडी फास्ट. ठीक है जी, चलो परसेंटेज चेंज ग्राफिक. So what I will do, I take 3-4 value, I give you a table, you understand this, then in question we will go fast. So here PCG, we always start with 100. We always start with 100. And I will use this arrow and plus for increase. I use this down arrow and minus for decrease. Okay. Now you understand. For example, अच्छा वही स्पीड अच्छी है, ठीक है जी. चलो I will go with the majority. Write in comment. I have to maintain this speed, or I have to go fast, or I have to go slow. चलो लिख दो कमेंट में फटाफट. Go slow, slow, normal, slow. Maintain, fast, bit fast, slow, this speed, medium, slow. Okay. Thank you very much. So majority is same speed. You have 100 rupees with you. चलो अब concept पे आ जाते हैं. In between, I go fast. Sometimes I go with normal speed. Sometimes I will go slow. But I will go fast when we have to solve question. I will go slow when I have to teach you concept. You have 100 rupees. आ जाओ जी, वापिस आ जाओ. बिल्कुल interesting concept है, मजे आ जाएंगे. You have 100 rupees with you. One day you met your best friend. Your best friend want 100% increment in your value. He or she want 100% increment in your value. ठीक है जी, उसको चाहिए आपकी वैल्यू में 100% इजाफा. तो what is 100% of 100? 100. तो he or she will give you 100 rupees to you. So now you have 200 rupees with you. अब आपके पास 200 रुपए, आप 200 रुपए के मालिक हो. You are the emperor of this साम्राज्य. But now here, his wife or her wife doesn't want this increment with you. कोई और कंट्री में हो सकता है ऐसा कंसेप्ट. But she doesn't want this increment with you. His wife doesn't want this increment with you. पता नहीं क्या प्रॉब्लम. She want आप सुदामा के सुदामा ही रहो. आपके पास 100 रुपए. You should have 100 only. Now you tell me what she will do. She will take 100 rupees back. She will take 100 back out of 200. She will take 100 back out of 200, which is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is 50%. So 100% increase is compensated by 50% decrease. एक बार आपकी वैल्यू में 100% इंक्रीज हो गया तो वो 50% से डिक्रीज करना पड़ेगा. Let me take second value. My salary 100 rupees. One day my boss happy with my work. He has given me 50% increment in my salary. So 50 rupees increase in my salary. My new salary become 150. 50% increase in 100, 50 rupees increase, new salary become 150. I have given party to my friend. ठीक है जी, हमने पिज्जा खाया, कुछ पिया भी, 150. Next day my boss changed his mind. He want my salary has to be 100 only. So 100 only. So what he will do? He will reduce my salary by 50. अब वो 50 रुपए से मेरी सैलरी घटा देगा. But now you tell me he will decrease 50 out of new salary 150. So there is a reduction of 50 out of 150, which is 1 by 3. So which is 33.33%. So boss Sarji 50% increase compensated by 33.33% decrease. You focus on this 100%, 50%, 50, 33.3%. Let me take two more value. Then I give you a crystal clear table. No need to mug up because it is easy to understand. Sequence में होगा वो table. लिख लो या स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो या फोटो ले लो, क्योंकि कुछ लोगों की डिमांड है. आई हैव टू गो बिट फास्ट. तो आप लोग स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो ना. चलो, next is for next value you should know the table of 33.33. School days we remember table to 20 school level. Now it is CSAT level, तो आपको ये टेबल भी याद करनी पड़ेगी. और you should know the multiple. 33.33 1 जा 33.33, 33.33 2 जा 66.66, 33.33 3 जा 100, 33.33 4 जा 133.33. So it means this is 4 multiple of this. You remember this. 33.33 into 4 is 133.33. बस ये याद रखो यार, ये इसका 4 मल्टीपल है. Now here you have 100 rupees with you. You met your best friend. He want 33.33% increase in your value. he will give you 33.33. So you have 133.33. You are the boss of 133.33. But his girlfriend doesn't want this increment with you. She want you should have 100 only. She will take 33.33 back out of this. So she will take 33.33 back out of 133.33. It is 1/4, 25%. So 33.33% increase is compensated by 25% decrease. Next, your salary 100. Your boss has given you 25% increase in your salary. So 25 rupees increase. So your new salary is 125. Next day he changed his mind. So he wants that your salary is 100 only. He will reduce salary by 25 out of this. 25 out of 125, 1/5. So it is 20%. So 25% increase compensated by 20% decrease. 25% increase. Thank you. 25% increase compensated by 20% decrease. Okay, thank you. I will go slow. I will go with my speed. I will not see your comment. कमेंट आपके मैं 7 बजे के बाद देखूंगा. Now here 100% increase compensated by 50% decrease. 50% increase compensated by 33.33% decrease. 33.33% increase compensated by 25% decrease. 25% increase compensated by 20% decrease. You convert this in fraction and you get a wonderful relationship. 100% is 1/1. 1/1 increase is compensated by 1/2 decrease. 1/2 increase compensated by 1/3 decrease. 1/3 increase compensated by 1/4 decrease. 1/4 increase compensated by 1/5 decrease. Relationship 1/1 increase, 1/2 decrease, 1/2 increase, 1/3 decrease, 1/3 increase, 1/4 decrease, 1/4 increase, 1/5 decrease. Now you tell me 1/5 increase compensated by 1/6 decrease. 1/6 increase compensated by 1/7 decrease, and so on. So easy to remember. Come to page number 8, or you can just see here. Practice questions. Question number 1. If the length of a rectangle is increased by 50%, by what percentage breadth should be decreased so that his overall area does not change? Tell me 50% increase compensated by 33.33% decrease. Question number 1, you have direct answer, 33.33% decrease. If the length of a rectangle increased by 50%, so the breadth will be reduced by 33.33% provided that area remains same. नहीं जी 33.33% आंसर आएगा सीधा. 50% increase compensated by 33.33% decrease. Question number 2. The price of wheat rises by yes, Abhishek, very good observation. The price of wheat rises by 33.33%. Why? What percentage a person can decrease the consumption of wheat so that his overall budget does not change? 33.33% increase compensated by 25% decrease. Question number 3, although it is from time and work, but see, percentage will help you. 16 men can do a piece of work in 15 days. If the number of men is increased by 50%, then why what percentage days should be reduced to get the same work done? 50% increase compensated by 33.33% decrease. So question number 3 answer is 33.33% decrease. Now this is if increase given, decrease asked. But if in case like question number 4, speed is reduced by 20%, if decrease given, so we use the same table. If they give decrease and increase ask, other way, they give decrease value and they increase ask. I will not give you a new table, I give the same table. See here, 100% increase compensated by 50% decrease. It means 50% decrease compensated by 100% increase. Ulta. 33.33% decrease compensated by 50% increase. 25% decrease compensated by 33.33% increase. 20% decrease compensated by 25% increase. So 20% decrease compensated by 25% increase. Question number 4, if the speed is reduced by 20%, then by what percent time should be increased to cover the same distance? 20% decrease compensated by 25% increase. Same, but ulta. 20% decrease compensated by 25% increase. Yes, Mohit, good. Is this okay? Is this okay to all of you? See what is important. चलो अभी आपके जो भी डाउट है मैं ले लेता हूँ बिफोर आई टेक टाइप 2. लिख लो कमेंट में. एक जिम्मी का डाउट है, आई विल क्लियर दैट. जिम्मी पॉइंट इज like previous year questions, yes, I will take with the topic also, and some like after classes get over, I will provide you previous year question of 2011 to 2022 recorded. सारे मिलेंगे 1 to 1. अच्छा, yes, very good question. मयंक का क्वेश्चन है, if there is an increase by 40%. Okay, कुछ और डाउट? See, I take limited question of previous year with lecture. Why? Because if you do analysis of previous year question, see there are the question which have concept of 2 chapter, percentage plus ration per question. So I cannot discuss today. Until unless I discuss ration per question with you and percentage with you, I cannot discuss because you will get confused. This year there were around 15 question. We had concept of 2 topic. 2 टॉपिक से मिक्स करके क्वेश्चन पूछा हुआ. अच्छा जी, टाइम टेबल ठीक है. प्लीज टेल किलोग्राम ग्राम क्वेश्चन इन वर्टिकल हॉरिजॉन्टल मूवमेंट. अच्छा जी, चलो वो मैं डाउट सेशन में ले लूंगा. टाइम टेबल ऑल्सो आई विल टेल यू आफ्टर द लेक्चर. बट इसमें बीच में देयर इज वन रियली गुड डाउट आस्क्ड. If there is an increase of 40%, see what happen in a beautiful manner. I have taken only limited value. अगर आप इस टेबल को ऑब्जर्व करोगे, 100% increase compensated by 50% decrease, 50% increase compensated by 33.33% decrease, 33.33% increase compensated by 25% decrease, 25% increase compensated by 20% decrease. If any question there is a value between 100 and 50, is there any question where value is between 50 and 33.33? हाँ, very good. आदित्य ने आंसर भी दे दिया. I give you a question, you write. आप लिख लो If the length of a rectangle is increased by 40%, if the length of a rectangle is increased by 40%, by what percentage breadth should be decreased so that its overall area does not change? First you try this question, then I give you the answer. कुछ भी लगाओ, आपको जो लगाना लगाओ, मुझे आंसर चाहिए. अलीसा गिवन 66. मैं आपको एक फंडा भी बताऊंगा so that you can cross check your answer also. 28.56%. Okay. See, point is why I have given selective value 100%, 50%, 33.3%, 25%, 20%. You check any exam questions, banking, SSC, CSAT. 95 question out of 100 question have this value: 25%, 20%, 33.33%, 50%, 100%. 95 question out of 100 question. But if any other value asked like 40%, 60%, I started this type 1 with a concept called PCG. So PCG you can use for any percentage value. That is concept. I tell you how you can use. I give you formula also, but I prefer PCG because formula bhul jayenge. But I give you both. So what you have to do, question is increase by 40%. PCG says you start with 100. There is an increase of 40% plus 40. 100 plus 40 become 140. Type 1 point is if you start with 100, you have to end with 100. ये पक्का है. अगर 100 से start कर रहे हो तो 100 पे ही खत्म करना है in type 1 because area remain constant. That is the requirement of type 1. So 140 to 100, what you have to do? Minus 40. We have to reduce it by 40 out of 140. So there is a reduction of 40 out of 140. 0, 0 cancel. This is 2 by 7 minus. This is the beauty of that fraction table. 1 by 7, 14.28%. 2 by 7 is 28.56%. You use PCC. And let me take next lecture. You will be master on PCC. क्योंकि अगर आज मैं 3 घंटे पढ़ाऊंगा तो ज्यादा डिस्टर्ब हो जाओगे आप. चलो, this is one thing. If you want formula, I tell you what is formula. Formula is n by d increase, you can write, is compensated by n upon d plus n decrease. N by d increase compensated by n upon d plus n decrease. See, 40% increase, we convert 40% in fraction. 20% is 1 by 5, 40% is 2 by 5. So 2 by 5 increase, where 2 is numerator, 5 is denominator. So here you put 2 upon 5 plus 2. So it is 2 by 7. 1 by 7, 14.28%. 2 by 7, 28.56%. N by D increase compensated by N upon D plus N decrease. Like 1 by 4 increase compensated by 1 by 5 decrease. Next slide में लिख देता हूँ. 1 by 4 increase compensated by 1 by 5 decrease. Can I write 1 by 5 as 1 by 4 plus 1? So this is 1 is numerator, 4 is denominator. Numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator, numerator. So our formula is numerator by denominator increase compensated by numerator upon denominator plus numerator decrease. You can cross check anytime. Formula is wonderful. But problem is formula में एक ही problem है, you have to recall the formula in exam. That is the problem with formula. You have PCC. If you will able to recall the formula, okay. Otherwise PCC is there. रुको ना यार जिसान, अभी just मेरे को 2 मिनट हो देगा. चलो, one more question. एक क्वेश्चन और ट्राई कर लो. If the petrol price is increased by 75%, petrol price is increased by 75%, then by what percentage consumption will be reduced so that overall budget remains same? If the petrol price is increased by 75%, by what percentage consumption will be reduced so that overall budget remains same? You have formula, you have PCC. If you give me fraction answer, then also I'm happy. If you will say 3 by 7, I'm happy. मैं आज के लिए खुश हूँ. 75% increase means 3 by 4 increase. Numerator, denominator. 3 upon 4 plus 3 means 3 by 7. 3 by 7 is 42.85%. Formula is okay. But if you are not able to recall, PCC. Start with 100, 75% increase plus 75, it is 175. In type 1, requirement of PCC is if you start with 100, you have to end with 100. ये important है PCC में, type 1 में especially. 100 पे start करना, 100 पे खत्म करना. So there is a reduction of 75. There is a reduction of 75 out of 175. 25 3s are 25 7s. 3 by 7, 42.84%. Now, if it is other way, Jisan asked, agar decrease diya, I give you a question. If the length of a rectangle is reduced by 40%, then by what percentage length to breadth will be increased so that overall area remains same? First, you try this question. सी, अगर कुछ भी ना समझ में आए, PCC. start with 100. There is a reduction of 40%, minus 40%, minus 40, it becomes 60. But in Taiwan, if you start with 100, you have to end with 100. Tell me, from 60 to 100, we have to increase, we have to add how much? 40. So there is an increase of 40 over 60, which is 2 by 3. So 66.66% increase. 40% decrease compensated by 66.66% increase. फॉर्मूला चाहिए? माइनस तो होगा, बट हियर अभिषेक आपने गलत लिख दिया थोड़ा. n by d डिक्रीज कंपनसेटेड बाय n अपॉन d माइनस n इंक्रीज. मैं दोनों फॉर्मूले लिख देता हूं. n by d increase compensated by n upon d plus n decrease. इसमें उल्टा होगा. n by d decrease compensated by n upon d minus n, not n minus d, d minus n, क्योंकि n तो छोटा हो सकता है ना उससे, t से. d minus n. We use this 40%. 40% is 2 by 5. So there is a reduction of 2 by 5, numerator to denominator 5. So it is 2 upon 5 minus 2. This is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 increase, sorry, increase. 2 by 3 increase means 66.66% increase. Okay, 7 बज गए. आज के लिए इतना ही. My request to you, I take next class on Monday. Till then, 2 things you have to remember. One is percentage table and PCC. बाकी भूलना है भूल जा, मुझे उससे मतलब नहीं. Next class, fraction table and this PCC I need. Okay, PCC I need. दया वेट. एनी डाउट? अभी डाउट सेशन आपको जो पूछना पूछ लो. सो एनी आइडिया व्हेन द ऑफलाइन क्लासेस वुड स्टार्ट? मे बी विद इन अ वीक, क्योंकि कल बारिश आ चुकी है. वाला एग्जांपल डिस्कस कर दो. ओके पारुल, एग्जांपल क्या था? 1 kg and 850 gram of vegetable I purchase at the rate of ₹15. So you take 2 kg as a base. Rather than 1 kg, 2 kg is nearby value. And out of that you subtract the price of 100 gram and 50 gram. 1 kg costs 15, 2 kg costs 30. If 1 kg costs me ₹15, so 100 gram costs me ₹1.50 paisa. 50 gram will be half, 75 paisa. So this is ₹2.25 paisa. Out of 30 I have to subtract. मैंने थोड़ा फास्ट कैलकुलेट कर दिया होगा, आप देख लो. 75 पैसा, 30 में से 3 जाएगा, 27 रुपी. तो 27 रुपी 75 पैसा आपको सब्जी वाले को देना है. क्लासेस में आपको सारी चीज क्लियर कर रहा हूं टुडे. See what I realize after this prelims exam and prelims result, that it is not only classes going to help you out, we need practice also. So here we started your batch on 1st of December. So it is 3 months we have classes. December, January, Feb. So by 28 Feb, we will complete the classes. You have nearly 55 classes. Out of that 45 classes I will take. Nearly 8 to 10 classes will be taken by English faculties. Sakil Ahmed sir. Okay. Yes, if any class will be preponed and postponed, by next week we will make one Telegram group for you. We will share the link with you, or Monday I will share. आपको एक Telegram group दे दूंगा, but my request to you, don't share with your friend. ठीक है? क्या होता है, like enrollment 100 होते हैं, 150 student हो जाते हैं उसमें, 200 students हो जाते हैं. Then they start asking some like here other, वो अलग ही दुनिया में चल रहे हैं फिर वो. नहीं, इट इज अ जनरल कमेंट जिसान, सबके लिए कमेंट है. तो वी विल क्रिएट टेलीग्राम ग्रुप. व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप मेनी स्टूडेंट दे डोंट लाइक, तो दैट्स व्हाई वी प्रेफर नाउ टेलीग्राम ग्रुप. ठीक है, इतना डिस्टर्ब भी नहीं होता है. अच्छा, नाउ हियर, चलो बैक टू द थिंग. यार बीच बीच में भूल जाता. दिसंबर, जनवरी, फेब, 3 मंथ वी हैव क्लासेस. इन बिटवीन देयर विल बी टॉपिक वाइज टेस्ट. कुछ टॉपिक वाइज टेस्ट होंगे एंड आफ्टर 2 वीक आई विल स्टार्ट द टेस्ट एंड आई विल इन्फॉर्म यू. योर क्लासेस आर ऑन मंडे, वेडनेसडे, फ्राइडे, सैटरडे. So I have 2 days in between, Tuesday and Thursday. So either I will take test on Tuesday or Thursday. ठीक है जी, Tuesday, Thursday for test. Next thing is what I'm giving you from my side to you in this course: previous year questions, recorded lecture, topic wise, number system, percentage, previous year questions, topic wise. So you can check this, will help you, really help you. And in the last there are 5 full length tests, 30 topic wise, 5 full length tests. Doubt clearance after the class, half an hour specially for doubt. If there will be a requirement for more doubt session, I'm there. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, so we can arrange some extra doubt sessions. For your doubts, don't worry, in this telegram group you can post जो भी आपके doubts होंगे, you can post in the telegram group. By next week you will get a link of the telegram group. तो जो भी होगा you can post over there, I will reply or I will take your doubt in the class. तो जो भी doubt session में मैं आपके doubt ले लूंगा, don't worry about that. And for the test, अच्छा अब test के लिए भी बता दो. For this 35 test, what is my experience here? When I take discussion, student they ask me question number 3, 7, 9, 10, but next day they will ask me 1 and 2 also. Next day they may ask me, almost they ask around, out of 30 question they ask 28 question. जब सारे ही बताने हैं तो what I will do for this 30 question, I will take all this question in sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 30. Okay, and that will be like a recorded lecture on portal. If you have doubt in question number 6, for example, so you can skip first 5, you can check only 6. Then you have doubt in question number 11, you can skip 7 to 10, then you can just check 11. Step by step I will explain. But still there will be any doubt in your question, in class, after the class, in doubt discussion, you can ask me any question. हाँ जी, अब आपका क्या है? सर टेस्ट लाइन होगा? यस. ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट के लिए यस. प्लीज टेक every class only after 5. It's my humble request once again. Only after, समझ में नहीं आया अजय कुमार? क्लास तो 5 to 7 ही रहेगा. अच्छा, अजय कुमार डोगरा, ये आप वो पंजाब वाले हो डोगरा साहब? नहीं जी नहीं, मैं 160 स्टूडेंट को क्या मुंह दिखाऊंगा जिनको मैंने 5 बजे का चिल्ला चिल्ला के एडमिशन किया है? अगर मैं टाइम चेंज कर दूंगा, पीटेंगे वो मुझे. अगर टाइम चेंज होगा, टाइम नहीं चेंज होगा. 5 to 7 इज द टाइम. बोला था, किसने बोला था, क्या बोला था? हाँ, सेम टाइम रहेगा. 5 to 7 क्लास रहेगा. 7 to 7:30 आपके जनरल डाउट या सीसेट स्पेसिफिक डाउट. नहीं, मैं चेंज ही नहीं कर सकता. लाइक फ्रॉम 1 month वी हैव डन एडवर्टीजमेंट एवरीथिंग. जब 5 to 7 ही फिक्स है तो फिक्स है, फिक्स ही रहेगा मोर और लेस. मैंने बताया भी था लास्ट क्लास में, भैया 100 फीवर तक मैं 5 बजे ही क्लास लूंगा. यस, 5 बजे ही रहेगी क्लास अजय कुमार जी. कभी खुदा ना खास्ता अगर दिक्कत हो रही है अदर देन 5 o'clock होगा तो आपको हम रिकॉर्डेड क्लास ऑफलाइन वालों को एक्सेस देंगे. If from our side we are not fulfilling any commitment, we will give you access of recorded class. या आपको ऑनलाइन एक्सेस दे देंगे उसको क्लास का. How do we online student give exam? You will just wait. अभी 2 क्लास तो स्टार्ट हुई है. सर टेबल के लिए सिग्मा, सुमित कुमार जी सिग्मा रूल ये है कि आपको आईएएस बनना है तो उस टेबल को रट लो, नहीं तो माइट बी यू हैव एनी अदर प्लान बी विद यू। भाई कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया रटने से तो इजी है आई थिंक। Should we complete assignment on handouts today? You can try. Chandra, you can try or wait for the next class. Monday, I will complete percentage. After that, you can try this question. And I give you one more handout for Monday class. पूछ लो जो मन में आ रहा है। मैं फ्री हूँ। ऑनलाइन क्लास सपोर्टेड बाय एंड्रॉइड मोबाइल, यहाँ एंड्रॉइड पे तो चलते हैं, अपना एंड्रॉइड पे चलता है। iOS कुछ एप्पल वेप्पल का लोचा है बस, अदरवाइज एंड्रॉइड इट इज गोइंग फाइन। एंड्रॉइड लैपटॉप बढ़िया चलता है। सर टेबल याद करने की कोई ट्रिक बता दीजिए सो दैट इट विल नॉट क्रिएट कंफ्यूजन। यस आयुषी, यू राइट दिस टेबल ट्वाइस थ्राइस, 2-3 बार लिखो। मुझे आइडिया नहीं, देखो टेक्निकली हम 0, तो यू कैन कॉल ऑन द आवर इंस्टीट्यूट नंबर। ज्योग्राफी के डाउट पूछ सकते हैं, लेकिन पहली प्रायोरिटी सीसेट में सीसेट की, उसके बाद ज्योग्राफी के डाउट, बट पहले सीसेट। गिव सम मोटिवेशन श्वेता। अच्छा जी, चलो दे देंगे, किसी क्लास में मोटिवेशन भी देंगे। सर मे आई लीव द क्लास नाउ? यस, पूछने की जरूरत नहीं। दोज हु वांट टू लीव, यस। देखो आई टीच फॉर 2 आवर, मैं बता देता हूँ 5 to 7 आई विल टीच। आफ्टर 7 यू हैव अथॉरिटी टू लीव। वैसे तो आपको अथॉरिटी उससे पहले भी है लीव करने की, मैं कुछ नहीं कहूंगा आपको, घर आके पूछूंगा नहीं आपसे क्यों लीव किया। बट इन डाउट डिस्कशन आई विल नॉट टीच न्यू थिंग। डाउट डिस्कशन आई विल नॉट टीच न्यू थिंग, एनी टाइम यू कैन लीव द क्लास। PCC को याद नहीं करना है, समझना है। यू हैव टू स्टार्ट विद 100 and there are 2 effect, 1 effect and second effect. You revise. My request to you, you revise that. Next class also I will tell you PCC again. Let me take one more class on percentage. आज आपको 20% समझ में आया होगा परसेंटेज का, नेक्स्ट क्लास में आपको 90% क्लियर हो जाएगा अबाउट परसेंटेज। यू विल एंजॉय एक्चुअली। यस, हॉरिजॉन्टली एंड वर्टिकली, किलोग्राम ग्राम में भी अप्लाई हो सकता है। जीएस प्रीलिम्स के लिए अभी कुछ नहीं, सीसेट पे फोकस करो, खुद भी करो, दोस्तों को भी बताओ कि अमित सर का सीसेट बैच चल रहा है, कुछ तो हेल्प करो यार मेरी भी। आई विल टेल यू जीएस प्रीलिम्स, डोंट वरी, इन बिटवीन बता दूंगा, ठीक है, बता दूंगा। जीएस के लिए भी आई विल टेल यू इन बिटवीन, या उसके लिए सेपरेट जूम सेशन ले लूंगा या सेपरेट क्लास ले लूंगा फॉर जीएस ऑल्सो, ठीक है। सर आज सिर्फ याद करें, लिखें क्वेश्चन, मंडे को सॉल्व कर सकते हो। यस, टुडे यू जस्ट रिमेंबर द टेबल, यू जस्ट गो थ्रू द पीसीसी कंसेप्ट, you attempt the remaining question on Monday. Let me take class on Monday, more efficient than formula because it's time, there is a possibility we forget. Yes, anytime concept तो हमेशा formula से better होता ही होता है। मैं आपके ओल्ड स्टूडेंट हूँ, सीसेट में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, प्लीज। हो रहा हूँ, ठीक है स्टूडेंट जिसान, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। मैं आपको अब की बार बता रहा हूँ, टोटल स्ट्रेटेजी चेंज है, टोटल स्ट्रेटेजी चेंज है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, आप बस मेहनत करते रहो। अपने टाइम मैनेजमेंट इशू है, उसका भी मैं आपको अब की बार सॉल्यूशन बताऊंगा। आई विल टेल यू द सॉल्यूशन फॉर दैट। रुको यार, अभी तो 55 क्लास है ना, धीरे धीरे करके, आज एक ही क्लास में सारी चीजों का सॉल्यूशन नहीं हो सकता, धीरे धीरे सब चीज का सॉल्यूशन होगा, बस प्रोवाइडेड दैट आप सारी क्लास अटेंड करना। अच्छा सुजीत, यू आर फियरफुल अबाउट पैसेज पार्ट, ओके आई विल कन्वे योर मैसेज टू शकील अहमद सर, आप उनसे डिस्कस करना, ही इज वेरी गुड। कैन वी सेल थ्रू सीसेट बाय फोकसिंग ओनली ऑन मैथ? क्यों इंग्लिश क्यों छोड़नी, अगर 4-5 क्वेश्चन इंग्लिश से हो रहे हैं यार। एक तो रोहन इंगल यार, एक तो ना मुझे आपका ये चीज लाइक इट इज ओनली द सेकंड क्लास एंड यू आर फोकसिंग ऑफ लीविंग सम टॉपिक। भैया अभी कर तो लो, इस इन तरह की चीजों पे हम लास्ट क्लास में बात करेंगे। वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट दिस इन द लास्ट क्लास, आज नहीं। आज परसेंटेज का डाउट पूछो यार, वो हो गया बस, जनरल डाउट ओवर। चलो ठीक है, बाय बाय। सर मुझे क्वेश्चन देखने कंफ्यूज हो जाता है, स्टार्ट कैसे करें और फिर गलत हो जाते हैं। ओके आयुषी, आई विल टेक केयर ऑफ दिस पॉइंट। लेट मी स्टार्ट टेस्ट। 2 वीक रुको, टेस्ट स्टार्ट होगा ना, आपके सारे कंफ्यूजन दूर कर दूंगा मैं। ठीक है, आई एंड दिस सेशन, थैंक यू वेरी मच। मंडे वी विल मीट एट सेम टाइम 5 o'clock, परसेंटेज क्लास 3, then next fourth class I will take on GMA, counting of figures, then cube and eyes, then reasoning and so on, चलता जाएगा ऐसे। ओके जी, बाय बाय।